Okay, the lightsaber. Here we go with the idea of a lightsaber. You have to start off with a large scale model and then miniaturize it from there using the basics. Two ideas in the future that came up with something that resembled a lightsaber in function and visual aesthetic. In other words, what it looked like and what it seemed like would work and perform the function of a lightsaber. Okay, there's the electric arc. To illustrate this, you know those platforms that can be raised up, and here it is when it looks like when it's not raised up. Here's what it looks like when it is. This is kind of like the structure and what you would find down in the hilt area of what would be a lightsaber. It has to have the functionality so that something can be extended out of it farther, a lot farther, than the length of the hilt that encloses it. And that's what this does. This is the basic idea. These platforms that you see have basically, I can use those to illustrate this. Okay? So they're like maybe this tall when they're not extended, but then they can go way out like this. Well, there you go. There's the building block for the lightsaber. Then as this is lifting up, the interior part in here is where in the middle you'd probably have extending with this either LEDs with the electric exoskeleton to perform the function. You got to have electric exoskeleton expanding with this to provide the effect of, you know, basically you're going to electrocute whoever you hit the saber with, or an electric arc. Now these are fancied more than this design in the future. The electric arc. You have lots of little parallel lined up electric arcs going on. Like say from this one to this one there would be an electric arc going on. Okay? And just next to this you have a lot more than just these. Okay? You have to not only have this extending out just in this two-dimensional, you know, left and right, but then you'd also have them extending out front and back and sides, almost like an octagonal, instead of a uni or double, I don't know how this is, but you need to do going in 5 different directions, not just 2. See, this one extends, when it extends out, you got 2 points sticking out all the way up, okay? You want 5 or more. The more the better. And then you miniaturize that, because what you're going to do is on each one of these points, there'd be like an electric arc going on from here to here. And then on the other points, they'd be kind of offset, like you'd have them sticking out here, and there'd be electric arcs just like this, but you turn it sideways, you know, this way, and there'd be arcs going on from here to here, so that they kind of overlap each other, and they're so close together. And if you reduce this down to the nano scale, that difference in distance between where the arcs are going on, it's almost, it really doesn't, it's irrelevant, because it can cut right through your skin. Basically, these arcs are going on, and they're so, of course, the power and the battery technology and things like that, nuclear power, and, you know, the monatomic use of nuclear power nets that are within the hilt of the lightsaber down here, where it would be, and inside the lightsaber is where it houses all of the resources, the energy and the materials, you know, whatever is used to expand it out, and you press a button, and of course it has this effect right here, all the nano little programmed platforms, if you will, jump out, and on top of this platform right here would be another platform, and on top of this platform, when it extends, would be another platform. So if you put these on, how do you call it, bunk bed these? I don't know how to say it, I don't know how you call it. Pile these on top of each other down in the hilt. As one expands, it's actually pushing up the next one above it, which is going to expand and push up the next one above it. And that's the idea. So the hilt of the lightsaber doesn't have to be that big, really. You could get something that actually resembles a lightsaber. It would have a similar functionality and a similar look, because either the electric arc idea, which does actually provide its own light, so you can tell where the end of the saber is and try to not hurt yourself. If you use the electric exoskeleton style, you have to have the LED in the very middle of it expanding with it, so that it gives off light so you can see where the Saber blade or the Saber electric exoskeleton is on the lightsaber. So this can be facsimilated. The lightsaber in the future technology can facsimilate something in functionality and visual aesthetic that resembles a lightsaber. You just need to come up with a way to do it. And this is the basics for it.